Let's get back to the game, right? We'll rescue her. Yeah, I got her on the move. We're talking about rescuing the princess. Is what we were talking about when we were last here. Come on, controller, turn back on. I had to buy a new controller for my PS3. Is what we had to do because and I couldn't find an actual Sony one, which is they're apparently impossible to find now. But front boy is exactly it. Purple soda, it seems that both are after you. But thank you, I really do appreciate that. You guys should check out Slow if you haven't. A very fun, sweet, adorable streamer, right? You even have Laddie sneak in her sometimes. She's very fun and adorable too. Always a great time. Aww. That's really sad. I was really surprised how that went down. Especially like that early in the game. Poor Faye, you know? He's trying his best. Try to understand. Yeah, right? If you guys haven't checked out Xenogears yet, you should. I don't know if there's an easy way to get access to Xenogears. I mean, if you emulate it, maybe. We're playing the original. I have the PS1 disc copy that I'm playing on PS3. You can make it look gorgeous, yeah. I'm kind of a purity kind of person. I'd rather play it on the original if I can. I can definitely see why people would prefer to make it look better though. No, I'm playing it on PS1 or PS3. PS3 with the original PS1 disc. It's so pretty too. I got this from a friend a while back. He used to collect games and he gave up on collecting and gave me a bunch of his old PS1 games. And he took really good care of it. I don't even know if he ever even actually played it. Yeah. Well, we're doing zero. If you guys could recommend some good emulators, let me know. I know there's quite a few. Some emulators and some ROMs. If you guys want to like DM me on either Discord or Twitter. Twitter or PlayStation Works too. I haven't really emulated much games. My PC kind of sucks. There's no point talking to these guys again. Meant to be on a CTR, the pixels blend together. Yeah. I actually have an old CTR, a CRT, decent sized TV that I was planning on using just for these kind of games. It shows all the blockiness. Yep. It's kind of. There are a few of them. Yeah, if you know any good ones, just DM them to me, Troy. Try some of them out maybe one day. But welcome back, Obi-Wan Tom. And welcome, Metal and Levy, if you guys are still here. Thank you guys so much for popping in from the raid. Duck Station is supposed to be the best one. Duck Station. There's also somebody else recommended was Duck Station. I might check it out. I'd love to play, like, what's that game? The K one. It starts with the K. That's like the prequel to, Shadow Hearts. As many consoles run to one emulator, it's kind of bad quality on it. I kind of get that. People a lot of times would rather go quick and easy than doing multiple. Look at where it squeaks in the menu on them. And for the PS1 emulator, well, it's taking for Apple. Those new shaders and tons of options for setting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a purist. A lot of times I'd rather play it the way it's meant to be played, which I know you can't, as much as I would like it to be, but you should just bite the bullet and try some of this other stuff. Or here? Isn't that like over here? Ridiculously expensive? Yeah. A big one that I've been talking about somewhat recently, which we recently beat Wild Arms 2 on stream, right? And I have access to Wild Arms 1 through 4, right? I own 1, 3, 4. I literally cannot find a copy of 5. And like Wild Arms 5 on eBay is It's like $400 or $500. I own a copy of Xenosaga 3 on PS2. But dang, Wild Arms, man. Wild Arms 5 is like $400 or $500. Like, it's nuts to me. Like, even a used copy. But, like, there's no way to buy that game because Sony sucks. Kinda. I don't know why Sony sucks so much, honestly. Like, bring back a lot of this older stuff. Even if it's just like a pure, like, little brush up or something. A pawn shop, right? I got really lucky and found like a copy of the Adult Hack games that were really expensive back in the day at like a local bookstore. He just throws them all in a box for one price? Sheesh, that's awesome. I'm surprised people go and sell copies of games. Like, people not know? I need to start checking pawn stores and book that bookstore again, a different one. But I think that bookstore closed now, sadly. Cleaning out the house, that must be it, right? Those people that just happen to leave their collection at home and their parents just getting rid of them. Not knowing what they're worth. It's kind of sad to think about. Really sad. I remember that stuff happening when I was a little kid, though. Like one day when I was in school, for some reason, they decided to give the Super Nintendo to my little sister. And she was very young then, and they just told her to pick which games, like, that she wanted to keep. And she literally got rid of, like, all my favorite games. There was, like, quite a few. Like, of old RPGs and different ones that she just got rid of. I said it happened, like, one day while we were in school. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. But she was never into RPGs or any of that stuff, so she just got rid of all of it. I was so looking, like, heartbroken when I got home. It's like, no, not my games. What's your favorite anime? I'm kind of basic when it comes to anime. I don't watch as much as I would like. I think like Yu Yu Hakusho or Full Metal Alchemist would be. Man, Yu Yu Hakusho would be god tier. if it got a better ending. That ending to me was almost... The ending's so bad, in my opinion. Sucks when that happens, when stuff just doesn't get an ending. 3,000, jeez. That's a lot. Anime streaming site? Ooh, that sounds fun. It's kind of crazy that there's only gonna be, like, one anime streaming site now, right? Because Funimation bought out Crunchyroll. So, like, legal sites, like, it's literally gonna be just Funimation. Small fair country in the west. It's a deer. Prime Minister. Treasure. I'm kind of surprised, like, how much stuff is becoming a monopoly now, even though we're not supposed to have monopolies, but it's happening more and more. Where just so many companies are just eating up all the other companies. I work for the anime companies? Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think about that could happen, right? Is there anything on the ship that I should do? You played this enough times. Is there anything special I should do, Kyler? Or should I just move on? Guess I could just ask. I don't really want to Google it myself, but... Just shopping? Okay, I already done most of the shopping, so that's fine. I think the only thing we didn't buy was like one gear thing. Good to know. Magnetic coats. I'll just wait on that. Yeah, I don't have really the money right now. 4K is quite a lot. I think we only have like 3K. Magnetic coats, have to remember that for later. So I'm guessing you could probably buy it later most stuff. It's 25 response, 2 responses, a 2 hit. Oh, baby. Cool. So it's kind of OP. If I get the extra money, we'll have to look into that. So many bad guys in this game, it's kind of surprising. It's actually a character spec, too. Ooh. I can remember that. Magnetic coats, magnetic coats. Really bright. Rip your eyeballs. Oh, crash. One single and the 5 large scale fire support for deer header. I'm not sure why we have 2 same spots here, but we'll keep the other one separate just in case we want to go back and buy something. Shouldn't need to though. Oh, we could have bought one mirror thing. Somewhat okay. Ooh. First time I've been. It's also crazy that, like, I don't know, it's kind of nice that people, like, enjoy that stuff. They enjoy making guides and different things. So you can't do that now? I just go, because I could bring up this guide and see all the bad info or missing info. Yeah. Guides are a lot of work. I had my friend that gave me, I even have like I have a Xenogear guide from PS1 days, which I've never really looked at. I don't usually use guides, but it's kind of cool to at least like look at it. You know? I think that's the one I got as the Bratty guide. I got a lot of Bratty guides. I even have one for like Dark Cloud 1 and 2 in different games. So I never bought them, but I did have a friend, like when he got into collecting a little bit, that he was okay, yeah. It's not really surprising though, like a lot of times. They try to get that stuff out so fast and... I guess with any kind of guides like that, you kind of just use them for base information. Honestly, this is really annoying. This is the time between turns. It's really weird. You get me right? I never understood how they like keep up with all the guides, honestly. Like how they manage to make them that fast, and you would think they would have to have help. Don't keep up with all these streams? Too bad, Paps. You have to come every stream, or you're banned, you know? be here always, right? Even when you're not here, you're actually here. It's kind of cool. Easy peasy. How you doing today, Paps? Did you have any trouble with Calamity? We lost the first time, but the second time was pretty easy. The first time I lost just because I didn't understand how to upgrade the other gear. Like, I upgraded Phase, but I didn't know how you upgraded the other guys. But once I figured out how to do that, it was really easy. Yeah, I upgraded Phase stuff. I didn't realize how you change characters. Like, I pushed all kinds of buttons trying to figure out which one. I was like, well, I guess he just doesn't have any equipment. Still tired? Just don't be tired anymore. Popular. This battle system in this game, I think, is one of its, like, drawbacks. It's very much weirdly set up. Very weirdly set up. What are you talking about, Willow? That's it, right? That's what I say. That's it? They seem to like give random voice acting to stuff in this game too. Out of nowhere, you just have some random voice acting. Kinda throws me sometimes. Not the snowman. What's normal attacks? Is that just like normal? His first game was voice acting? Really? That's a really interesting information. Oh, I messed up. I think it's a special attack. Pretty. Kind of sad that this game didn't get more love back in the day, like the Never Get League did. Like, it's an amazing game. Could you imagine if it actually got like to its full potential? What about the tracks? It's kind of so crazy to think about. Run away, children! You gonna kill children? Problem with Square had no faith in it, yeah. And then we got away from it, got Xenosaga and all the other ones, which are good games, but definitely not the same kind of game. It's so weird to me. How much does this game go for then? Is it expensive or is it one of those weird ones that never really got? $135? See, it's so cheap. Compared to like Wild Arms 5 or Xenosaga and... Say. It's kind of mind-blowing sometimes. It's on a digital store. Which digital store? Is it PS... Oh, is it on a PS3 one or... Still a lot, yeah. Yeah. Kind of sucks, huh? Square's always kind of a greedy company. At least later on. Which makes sense. I mean, they got to be really big really fast. They were kind of like the end-all be-all for JRPG for a long time. Very few companies, you know, like they released a lot of the amazing ones back in the day. It's kind of hard to think like a lot of people's top RPGs are released and somewhat involved with Square. Where's that fish? Disc 1 and stuff like that. So crazy. Let's start in place we did nowadays, yeah. I'm forgetting to do our special attack. Yeah, I heard this too is where a lot of people have trouble with this game. More to the story, yeah. Coat. What can you do, I guess? Just enjoy it for what it is. Yep. This is different here, so they can work within their passion project, yeah. So sad. So sad. So when Milk Yards been get green light to make other episodes of the story, so like, nope, not enough. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoy the stream. Back with Xenosaga? Yeah. Xenosaga was alright. The second one was very mad though. Third was the best though, I think, in my opinion. I haven't played Xenoblade yet. It's on the list. With this game. Yeah, it's one I haven't seen yet. I bought Xenoblade. I found a copy at GameStop like ages ago for Wii. Never got around to playing it. My problem was I hated the Wii controller so much. I hated the controller so much. That we never even played any of them. But thank you for that follow, by the way. That puts us at 700 followers. Thank you, thank you. It's pretty awesome. 700 followers! Let's go. Very exciting. Weird voice acting, in my opinion. Yeah, I should maybe bought some more stuff before we did that. But it's like British or something. Is there a door here? So what'd you say to buy? Mirror coat? Let's see. Or magnetic coat. That's what you said? Yeah, engine guard. Red plus bar defense, low status. Increases response. Should we just buy 2 of these or something? How about no, I don't have any money. Well, I'm guessing money gets a little bit easier in the future, right? None of this stuff is like super expensive. Just you going to get the exercise stuff. What does response do? I don't even know what response does, but two hit, one evasion. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. Sounds good to me. Being damage down 50%. Let's get her on. It's 25 hits. Seems really strong, but you can evade everything physical? That's crazy. I know not his problem. Calico Blanky. Oh yeah, you know it, Overkill. How are you doing, gorgeous? There's a lot of missables in this game, isn't there? I don't know if any of it probably doesn't make any much difference, but decent amount of missable. Dude, I love RPGs so much. I've been getting away from them with streaming because a lot of times when I stream them, they don't do as well as some of my other games. But I've always played RPGs. Always. How you doing today, old Wakil? Excuse me. Is anybody else playing this game? I didn't even look it up on Twitch. That's gonna be nosy, right? Xenogears. This game has 15 viewers, right? And that's all it was. GG chat. We are the end all be all of Xenogears streamers, you know? The end all be all. I thought about maybe streaming it into retro, but I don't know how often people check retro for these kind of games. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do here, right? I'm gonna talk to everybody again, but... I got very offended that we don't want to see it. Currently anchored at her final. Okay. I think we're getting here, chat. So we get to drive the submarine thingy. Zell didn't have much to do, but this next time's on the biggest. I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Didn't mean to do that. Push the wrong button, chat. Might be it. So I guess we can look at the thingies. We'll look at the charts real quick. We're supposed to go, what, to the... Let's go here, right? Capital A. It works. we get in here? Not being very sneaky, right? Just walking in with our gears. We're totes sneaky, you know? They can't see us, chat. We're invisible. It's a very interesting way to set up this town. That reminds me of how like Final Fantasy 13 was set up, or Legend of Dragoon. These are from space, right? You understand, right? Space people, the rooty potatoes. Second. Rip. There's a lot of characters to remember in this. A lot of different, community thingies too. Groups of people. Makes sense. I didn't do that yet already. Inclusive. That should be like the first thing we do, right? So there's those, Gilbert, this place, and the other place. The other place. A lot of places. And this town is pretty big. I don't know how much you can explore, but jeez.
Hi there.
Hi there. What's up, Snafu? How are you? You got Snafu. No, you. No, you. God. How are you? How's your stream? Why are you so booping adorable? These questions we need to know. Why am I adorable? Yes. Why are you so booping adorable? That's pretty usual. Oh. That's good. I really enjoyed that game. That was another game that sadly got a bad rep. People are too hard on games sometimes, say. I really enjoyed it. Boop's nose on. The fresh Boopa looking all snug in a rug like a bug. I would like to shrug, but I'd be a lug. Don't burn yourself breathing fire. What did that do? I don't know. Made a noise. Can we do it again? Frog in a rug. Sure. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. How you been, John? You been doing well? Got all the lovely peeps in here. Give me a deal. I'm sorry, the army just coming to confiscate. I like how they act like the war's gonna end soon. The war's been going on for like 300 years, hasn't it? I'm a pirate, give me your food. Well, gotta handle some adulting stuff. See you later! Thank you again for that raid. Have a great day. Thank you for popping in. Of course, I'm glad I could catch you. I've been kind of out of streams lately, trying to find time to watch them. I enjoy a lot of streams, and I enjoy a lot of, I don't know, I have too many hobbies. People are like, you know, they're trying to pick up new hobbies. I'm like, I need less hobbies. Seems like I've always got something to do, you know? Buy some berries. So do nothing finished, get that yes, right? I'm like one of those people that like always feels like I had a very busy day, but then at the end of the day I literally feel like I haven't done anything. Kind of people. It's like like what did I do? And then why did it feel like I was so busy and I didn't have time to do anything? Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Those are some like high, like that's exactly how a dog sounds, right? Listen to it. Bark, bark. Oh no, I didn't mean to click on her again. No. Everybody's doing well. There's a lot of awesome streamers in here. We have Gar. We have, I think John streams too, doesn't he, John? Paps is supposed to get back to streaming. Who else? Raise your hand if you want a shout out, right? Who wants to be one of those open people, right? Ooh. I can't keep up with some people stream now, but they only stream sometimes. And every once in a while. Dude, this town is so big. Through the window? Wait, through the window? I know I've never streamed once, but I often get told to start streaming. Okay. I knew, like, Jimothy just recently somewhat started streaming. Like, pretty recently. It's been a little while, but wasn't sure if you jumped on that bandwagon or not. It's dying. stayed by the same spot for a little while. I'm currently in the hood stream, right? You're a pro. Because you're so awesome, right, John? Everybody wants a piece of John. I'd say streaming's not for everybody, so I understand why some people don't want to try it. Streaming can be fun, but it can also be kind of taxing and all the other things. We're jumping on the bed. That's the hotel that we looked at earlier. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out so far. I really appreciate you. Much love, much boops. And if you like what you see, you can hit the like, follow, subscribe button, anything you want to hit. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed. This is part 8, or part 9. Just finished.